All right, you guys, so here's my 2017 Audi S3. This is just gonna be a quick little video of some exhaust notes, and then I'm gonna kind of go over what my car has done to it. And then at the end, I'm gonna do a little review of the EQT tune, because I've never really seen a video on YouTube of the EQT tunes on the S3s, at least the exhaust notes part. But yeah, my car does have the pops and bangs. It's stage 1. And then I'll kind of go over everything else at the end. So if you want to see a review at the end, stick around and I will go over everything you really need to know about the EQT tune and after living with it for a few months. All right, so I just got back from doing the exhaust note pull clips, whatever you want to call them. So I'm going to go over what I have done to the car and then kind of go into my opinion on the tune. So first things first, exhaust wise, I've got an AWE track exhaust, so no mufflers, no resonator. That's how the AWE track exhaust comes. And then I have just the stock cat. And then under the hood, I've got just some basic stuff under here. Nothing much done to the car. It's really just stage one right now, but I've got an IE intake, inlet pipe, and turbo muffler delete. And I highly recommend this one because this one does have this little scoop, I guess you could call it, that brings all the cold air from the ducts down here that are built into the car and pushes it right into the intake system. But yeah, besides that, just stage one, intake, exhaust, tune. That's pretty much it done to the car right now. Eventually I do want to get an intercooler and a downpipe and go stage two. And then beyond that, probably go multi-port injection and a Vortex XL turbocharger. I hear that puts you around 450 to 500 wheel, so it'll be a fun car at that point, but we'll see if I actually do that. But definitely end goal right now, stage two. To answer the question of do I recommend this tune, I highly recommend it. It's one of the better ones out there from the research I've done. And it's a lot more, I guess you could call it configurable, because you buy the access port from EQT, and I mean, you could go anywhere from stage one to 600 wheel horsepower on these cars if you really wanted to. So, I mean, you could go multi-port injection, Vortex XL. You could do a bunch of shit to these cars. EQT will provide the tunes and the parts for you. Basically, chase your dreams, whatever you want, whatever your power goals are, you can achieve with EQT. That's one of the reasons why I really like them. But also, IE and APR and all of them, they don't really have a lot of customizable things you can do from my research. I may be wrong. I've only done a little bit of research on those two brands. Seems like they only have like stage one and stage two tunes, which are fine, and I hear they're pretty good. But with EQT, you can go, you know, above and beyond that stuff. So that's one of the reasons why I went with them. Now, that being said, this tune really wakes the car up. EQT recommends, I think they recommend at least an intake for the car when you go stage one. I had an exhaust previously, bought the intake and the inlet pipe right after I bought the tune. So that's kind of just been what I've been doing. The exhaust helps with flow a little bit. Probably should put a muffler on there at some point, especially if I go catless, which is probably what I'm going to do. But yeah, the car really is woken up by this tune. I highly recommend this tune. I mean, you put it in drive mode, it's like there's no tune on it at all. And then you put it in sport mode and it wakes the car up and you're pretty much gone. And EQT gives you a choice with pops. So you can either have pops all of the time or just in sport mode. I opted in for sport mode. So basically you put it in sport mode, it pops. You put it in drive, it dials down the pops. It'll pop sometimes, but very rarely in drive. So that's nice because it's almost like two tunes in one and you can change it on the fly. So that's the reason why I did that. These cars, normally you're looking at around 270 wheel horsepower, give or take. With this tune, I would say it's probably around 320 to 340, anywhere in there would be pretty conservative. Just based off of the cars I've raced in the past. I've raced a stage 2 335i. Those are typically around 350 to 360 all-wheel horsepower, and they weigh a little bit more than these things. So I would say probably around 320 to 340 would be a pretty good estimate. But yeah, me and that 335 were pretty much dead even. Now, if you're wondering how much the tune costs, normally with buying an access port from them, you're gonna be looking around, if I remember correctly, like $1,500 for the transmission tune, engine tune, and then the access port, which is a Cobb access port. So that's what you'll be looking at. I got mine on their Boost Weather sale, which is right around November. So that's how long I've had the tune. So I got mine for like $1,100 They usually have some really good sales a few times a year, so I went ahead and grabbed it while they were on sale. But normally they're about $1,500. Now, the transmission tune, when you are in sport mode and you're under full throttle, the shifts are lightning quick. I mean, like, they have to be 2 times as fast compared to the stock tune. So the transmission tune has been really refined as well. It's not super brutal in drive mode. Like, it's actually really smooth in drive mode. When you put it in sport mode, it'll hold the gears. The only gripe I have with the transmission tune is that in sport mode, if I'm just kind of chilling in sport mode because I want to hear some pops, but I'm just driving normally, it will hold the gears all the way up to like 4,500 RPMs sometimes. So that's a little bit annoying, but besides that, that's like my only gripe I have with this tune. Besides that, it's a really great tune. I can't think of anything else I want to go over with this. If you guys have any comments, feel free to drop them down in the comment section. I feel like I went over everything, but I definitely probably missed something. But yeah, thanks for watching, and let me know if you guys have any comments. Like I said, drop them in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer them, and thank you for watching.